this is universal.
Yeah, because those two brothers, the Bland brothers,
Yes.
they would see me coming up Kankakee Hill. I have to tell you a story about Kankakee Hill. That's the name of my memoir. Beyond Kankakee Hill. And there's a story behind this, behind Kankakee Hill. But and I'll tell you know, in my book I tell you why people had called it Kankakee Hill.
Wow.
But,
Listen, I don't want you to tell us now because we got to get that memoir. Do we know when? Do you have any estimated time when it's
the
coming?
journalist that I met with 2 weeks ago, the way he talked, he said it has to be out, it has to get out there.
Yes.
So he gave me a name of someone who could probably help me to do it.
Okay. Well, you have a family, and once they see this and read the article, there's going to be so many people that want to help get your story out there. So
Yeah,
I think 2023 is when
it's my year.
Yes, it is your year, sir.
It's my year. It's my year.
And then, of course, I have to mention, so we are doing this, obviously, in Jirani Coffeehouse. And I know when I was talking to you, you had a story about a nearby place. I believe you said you used to go up the steps. Why don't you share that story on Center Street?
Oh, the movie.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, right up here on Center Street. There was a theater, but blacks weren't allowed to sit downstairs. We had to go upstairs. And I think the last movie I saw there, I believe it was either Annie Oakley or either Oklahoma. It was one of those two movies.
Yes, sir.
But I also used to, now I'm going back like when I was 19, 20 years old. There was also a drive-in on Centerville Road, going north on Centerville. There was a drive-in theater. And I remember I had a 1957 Ford. I would pick my girlfriend up, and we would go to the drive-in, right? And her name was Thelma. I said, Thelma, I'm going to go down to the concession stand and get us some popcorn, some sodas, some candies.
Yes.
And whenever I would go down there, there was a big sign over the bathroom. One sign said, whites only.
Wow.
And the other sign said, colored. It didn't say colored only, right? So I imagine the whites could go into the color if they had too many people in the white, but no color could go into the whites because it was whites only.
Yes, yes.
And I can see that just as plain as day, that drive-in theater. And I would get my little candy and popcorn or whatever, walk back to the car, put my arms around my girlfriend.
So how
And another thing, back in the 1950s, Occoquan. Occoquan. There's the Occoquan River down there.
Yes.
People from that church, Ebenezer Baptist Church, which is a black church down there, they were used to baptize people in that Occoquan River there. And there was a theater there on, I think, Mill Street, M-I-L-L, I think it's Mill Street, down in Occoquan. There was a theater there, and oh my Lord, sometimes I hate to even think about it, but there was a theater where, again, blacks had to go upstairs, whites downstairs. But I remember the last movie I saw there was On the Waterfront with Marlon Brando. I think it was around 1954. 1954, 1955, on the waterfront. And I tell you, I was upstairs, and a rat ran across my feet.
Goodness.
And I know it came from that river, from the water, because it's right at the water. And the rat, and I never went back there again. I'm upstairs there, and the rat ran across my feet. The water rats from the Occoquan River.
But how does it feel to even just in Manassas and in Woodbridge area, to see things now, to even be, I know you were talking with the owner when you came in and said, now the freedoms that we have, how does it feel to have to see that, to be alive to see
and
that?
I tell you, I've been out there in that vanguard for so many years. I'm 82 years, I'll be 82 years old the 28th of January, 2023.
What a blessing.
And I've seen a lot. It has changed, but there's still some more improvement that has to be done, But we can get along. We can, and I think we can all learn to respect one another, regardless of our religion or political parties or whatever, we can get along. There's only one God. I don't care what you call him. You call him Elijah, Ali, Jehovah, whatever. There's one God. We all who was that? So someone said that we all came over here in different boats, but we all on the same boat now.
That's for sure.
We're all in the same boat now.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Well, it's been an honor meeting you, having this conversation. Are there any final words you want to leave with people? If they didn't catch anything else from this interview, from our paper, what do you want to just tell people?
I just want to tell people, love is stronger than hate. Just remember that love is stronger than hate. You don't get nothing by hating people. And Marvin Gaye made a song, must have been at least 40 years ago, What's Going On? And it's just as relevant today as it was back then, 30, 40 years ago. What's going on?
Wow.
And war is not the answer. And hate is not the answer. You gotta wake up, everybody, wake up.
There you have it. Well, we can't wait to get that memoir this year. And anything that we can do to continue to support you, I'm sure we'll be seeing more of you, talking more to you, and just congratulations.
I thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me, to listen to part of my life story.
It's an honor.
Because I even talk in my memoirs too. I talk about the Federal Reserve Bank, how I retired after 33 years of service, how I got correspondence from. At that time, Clarence Thomas was in charge of the EEOC in Washington, D.C. How I got letters from, I got those letters at home. I got those letters from his office because I had sued the Federal Reserve Bank. I was in court 5 days.
Wow.
But I didn't win the case, but after I did the lawsuit, people of color started getting promoted.
Oh.
But Clarence Thomas did send someone there to do the investigation. This was before Clarence Thomas became Chief Justice.
Wow. Wow.
But I talk about all of that in my book.
Well, we can't wait to get it.
I talk about Michael Griffin, Delalo, a lot of stuff that went on in New York.
Yes.
I talk about my marching with Al Sharpton many times. I talk about my shaking hand with Dr. Professor, who's a genius, Dr. Cornel West, a genius. I tell you, he's brilliant. I went up to him one day, we were in the march, and we were all marching together across the Brooklyn Bridge. I said, Dr. West, I said, you are our Albert Einstein. You are our Albert Einstein. He said, oh, thank you, my brother, thank you, my brother. Brilliant professor, brilliant man. He's a true genius. Dr. Cornel West.
Wow. Well, sir, I know we could continue to talk
I know.
We just have to have a part 2. Thank you again so much for sitting down with us here at PW Perspective. And once again, just congratulations, and you have our full support
in
getting your story out there.
Thank you so much. Thank you.